This is Star Ocean, the last hope. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this entry in the series actually takes place really early, well, basically right at the beginning of the Star Ocean series. This is about mankind's last stand and first push and exploration out into the cosmos. It's a role-playing game filled with action, discovery, triumph, and kind of cool gameplay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So you battle across some of the most mysterious, dangerous, and fantastical worlds of the universe. Earth has been decimated by the battles of, well, basically World War III. Everything got destroyed, nukes went off, everything goes tragic. I mean, the beginning of the game kind of showcases that with a big cinematic and everything. We're jumping a little bit ahead into it in order to show it off here. And yeah, you kind of explore the galaxy on your quest, making allies, making enemies, fighting alien races, and uncovering all kinds of danger as you continue to explore and seek out new, I don't know, exciting things to see and everything like that. So this game, kind of interesting in terms of the visual presentation. So if you haven't noticed, there is a very obvious black bar around the screen during the cinematics and regular open world exploration gameplay. So yeah, it's something like 702-ish p with like a really, like, it's a weird aspect ratio. There were a few games that did this back in the day. I think there was a few EA titles during a specific era where they essentially were trying to keep the performance level up while making the games look better, and in turn kind of sacrificing edges of the screen. Usually it's just at the bottom that you see that sort of thing, but this game, they fully embrace the insanity of having those black bars. Also, kind of really weird and totally against my protocols. When I visit alien worlds, I do not stick my face into weird alien eggs. That's just asking for trouble. Probably not the smartest thing to do. But then again, I've just watched a lot of alien movies, and there are a lot of alien films in the specific alien series there. Too many, some would say, too many. Because we all know it comes out of these things, xenomorphs. Anyways, yeah, so it's like 702-ish p at 30 FPS with auto HDR. And that's cutscenes and regular, I guess you would say, world traversal, where you're just kind of going around, taking in the scenery, doing stuff, and yeah, that's kind of the gameplay there. Then, when you get into combat or a battle sequence, it'll drop the resolution down to like 500-ish p, which is super, super blurry, but then you get 60 FPS. So, yeah, kind of a little bit weird, honestly. Okay, I don't know how to... We gotta trigger her to talk. So there's lots of different people we have to kind of interact with, and then eventually it's gonna do a thing when we chat with her, and this thing will open up. It's a whole thing that's like, yeah, you could like trigger the sequence. I was very confused. I've actually taken a couple of goes at trying to do this, and it's just like, it's a little weird. So yeah, kind of those are the two different modes, and you know, honestly, it's kind of a rarity for a game to have, you know, that kind of thing where it switches between game modes. Like, I know some games is like cinematics are like 30 FPS. Like, that's honestly really common, but it is kind of weird to have some gameplay at 30 FPS, some gameplay at 60 FPS. It's a bit strange, honestly. She still isn't triggering the cinematic? Do I have to talk to like every single person out here? You want me to go back into the ship? I know it does eventually. She does eventually. There we go. There we go. I guess I just gotta talk to everybody. Chatter, chatter, chatter. No, seriously, I was sitting there being like, what was I doing? I was literally like, huh? Anyways, we're finally getting into the action to some degree, as you get to kind of enjoy the complexity of these two characters interacting with each other. So yeah, you're out into the stars, humanity's trying to find a new hope, everything like that. You do epic battles, crazy sequences, there's romantic elements. The game is also remastered on other platforms, so Xbox kind of got the short end of the stick on that one, and literally, you know, the best we have is a backwards compatible version of this. Whereas the game looks and plays much better on literally every other platform it's available on. So, yeah, cool. But still, you know, it's nice we have this available to us at all, because it is a it's kind of a, I want to say it's a bit of a niche role-playing franchise, but it's a pretty cool one at that. It's got a distinct style to it, and kind of flair, and, you know, the way they handle characters and everything is really cool.
It's a lot like the Jurassic period.
The Jurassic period?
Jurassic? Think we'll run into any dinosaurs?
I hope so.
Come on. The exploration report
And this one does visually kind of look really rough around the edges in the open world area. Like, it's not the prettiest, I guess you would say, role-playing game. Giant spiders!
What is that thing?
It's a monster that needs to die. Remember, guys, the only good bug is a dead bug. It's got shields that can block our shots? I don't know about you, but I'm thinking these guys are gonna die.
No.
They do off-screen killing? That's when you need the blade. It is kind of silly that the railguns don't do any damage, though. It's like, seriously, the bugs have that kind of power. Come on, grab the sword already, and let's get into this, like, action combat here.
Get back to the Calnus and bring backup.
But
I'll be fine. Run!
okay, don't do anything stupid.
Like, fight these things. Wearing high heels? It's very impractical for this kind of scenario. Anyways, he's gonna... Well, no. We'll show the epicness of him grabbing the sword to go and use it. I mean, if your gun doesn't work, you might as well try to cut something. You got the touch. You got the power.
I'm taking at least one of those legs home with me.
Gonna put on, like, a wall or something? The power of the Star Ocean. Oh, its tentacle thing went up on the screen. That's cool.
Good. So they're not totally invincible.
And you just gotta use a melee weapon,
And that means I can do this.
right?
Bring it on. We're just getting started.
And bam! Instantly, you can tell a huge resolution drop. It looks super muddy, super low pixelated. And then, yeah, the frame rate, like, instantly bumps up and is so much smoother. Again, it's not... Like, very few games, honestly, from my experience, do this kind of thing where, like, some gameplay is certain stuff. It's mostly the JRPGs that tend to do that kind of thing where they have that mixture of, you know, gameplay, like, frame rates and stuff.
Nice job.
Well, I'm very proud that we were able to accomplish victory against those creatures. Oh, and the loading is nice and quick. Which, like, honestly, if you're coming from the 360 version where this thing has 3 discs, probably a big improvement not having to swap discs, and also how much faster everything loads. Which is kind of awesome. Yeah. Hey, look, you're still alive! And looks like I'm the only survivor. Well, actually, no, there's a few people over here, I think, right? Anybody else make it? Oh no, they're dead bodies. He's already gone. So I guess I should get back on the ship? No rush to come out and help me, guys. Everybody's, like, dead, so not a big deal. Whatever. A little Mass Effect-like feeling. Nobody's like rushing. There's just people just hanging out in the lobby. Like no one rushed out to like help me or anything. They're just all chillaxing.
Hey, how long do you plan on staying mad?
You big jerk. I said not to do anything stupid. I'm not letting you off of this.
That's what I've been trying to explain, sir. We never heard about any dangerous life forms here.
Securing a safe environment and eliminating threats to colonization. These are part of the SRF's duties as well, are they not?
At this point, we have no choice but to request aid from the military and
Don't
strengthen
be
our...
ridiculous. Do you think I'd let those blockheads meddle in this?
People are dying here.
It's gonna impact our colonization efforts.
What we need here are results. Danger, sacrifice, it's all part of the process.
Just send in the military folks.
I don't have time to
Actually
sit
surprised they
and
didn't send in military.
petty complaints.
Don't punch the screen.
I'd hate to be thought of as a cold-hearted superior who's all talk. So I've already contacted them for you.
Them? You don't mean the...
You'll be receiving their assistance shortly.
Uh-oh.
Until then, I expect you to follow standard SRF operating.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's get to it. That guy's a bit of an antagonist there. Now we're a squad. Hello there. Is there like, there's usually like a questing thing here. Quests. None. It doesn't give you any context. It's just like, roam around. Well, at least this area is open now. I assume we're supposed to go this way. It's very story-driven. I skipped a good selection of cutscenes too when we started this, so I could get more into the action faster. She's got a bow? Why didn't we just modify our guns?
Well,
Why would she have a bow? We have guns in the future.
Not bad. I said I was counting on you, didn't I?
Although it does seem to interrupt gameplay a lot. You know, having all these cutscenes. At least everything runs smoother now. I just can't get over how low the resolution gets. Like, I don't know how well that, like, shows up for you watching it on, like, the screen and that, but holy does the resolution drop. The thing that really gets me is, like, I guess the idea was to maintain that smooth 60 FPS, but, like, holy, this is not super impressive for a game of its era, because, like, the environments, there's not really anything going on in it either, right? It's just kind of like a really flat backdrop during combat. And really muddy looking textures and stuff, it's just not very aesthetically pleasing. I've seen quite a lot of 360 games over the years, and yeah. Let's just put my face. Like, it's like literally the alien egg. Why would you put your face in an alien egg? That's just asking to become a weird mutant, like, you know, a xenomorph, break it out of your chest. That's what that is asking for. Ba, ba, ba.
Come on, let's do this.
just keep your...
At least it's not just like turn-based, it's actually like action combat. Much more up my alley.
I was just getting warmed up. Bring 'em on.
It's actually kind of a cool sequence too, where it like loads into this battle.
Come on, now's our chance.
Trying to do as much combat as I can to kind of get some leveling going on these characters too. I know how important that is in these types of role-playing games. They want you to grind. Leave her alone. to take care of my health soon, I think. Got like 40 health points. When you press start, you can see the whole map. It's kind of a cool, like, fantasy alien world, though, eh? Like, the aesthetically and stuff. It's got, like, a neat vibe going on.
Come on, let's do this.
Looks like the type of place you would try to build a colony of sorts on. We have no combat tactics because we're not that far into this.
Wonderful. I'm so glad everyone's safe. Diligence, diligence.
There's just so many enemies in so little time. A preemptive attack.
Come on, now's our chance.
Lever load. Wow, that thing like kills her really fast. They definitely look like Starship Trooper, like bugs, kind of like the 8-grid Lost Planet.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I don't suppose we have any healing items. Do you have any items to equip? Nope, okay. Take these bugs on. I got a new bangle, which I should have put on earlier. Oh, and there's a whole battle simulator too in your like ship. You ever need to practice?
I was just getting warmed up.
He's very much more of a support character. Eh?
Diligence.
I can't take 2 feet without having to get into a bit of a big battle.
Come on, let's do this.
Just keep your cool and we'll be fine.
Kinda like the characters thus far, though. They got some interesting setups going. Or dynamics for characters. This is more about timing your hits, as opposed to just swinging.
I was just
But
getting
yeah, that
warmed up.
basically almost killed my character there. Gonna use a little bit of a skill. Or sorry, not a skill, an item. Oh, are we actually even supposed to go this way, or is this like just takes you to the next location? Again, we really didn't get much of a quest. Are we supposed to be in here even? At least we found some stuff. Alien eggs. Kind of assumed this was our direction of where we were supposed to head, but I guess I was wrong. Unless over here?